your vocational practicum. It's way more than just a requirement you have to check off a list, right? It's your chance to get in there, test your skills, make a real difference, and really just launch your career. In this explainer, we're going to show you exactly how to make the most of it, step by step.
Okay, so how are we going to do that? Here's our roadmap. First, we'll start by really understanding the landscape. Then, we'll get into planning your project, actually navigating the experience itself, and then, this is the important part, reflecting on it. And finally, we'll wrap it all up by showing you how this whole thing fuels your growth for years to come.
You know, before you can make any kind of plan, you've got to understand the terrain. So this first part is all about digging in and analyzing the context of your practicum. Why? Because your project has to be grounded in the real, authentic teaching environment that you're actually in. So, what's the secret sauce for a successful practicum? Well, it's not about having a perfect, flawless plan from day one. Nope. It's about really deeply understanding all the moving parts you're working with, your students, the resources you have, and yeah, even your own strengths and weaknesses.
Think of these as the building blocks for your whole experience. You have to consider, who are your students? What's your own teaching style like? What's the specific context of the classroom? And of course, you've got the official stuff like curriculum and safety guidelines. These are all the puzzle pieces you'll use to build your project.
All right, so once you've got a solid lay of the land, it is time to chart your course. This is where we take all that analysis you just did and turn it into a concrete, actionable plan for your practicum project.
This four-step process is going to be your best friend. You start with a real challenge you see in your teaching situation. You define a super clear objective, then you outline your strategy, and, this is absolutely key, you decide how you're going to collect evidence or artifacts to document your whole journey and what you're learning along the way.
And now for the fun part. It is time to put that plan into action. But you got to remember, this is where your beautiful plan meets the dynamic, totally unpredictable reality of the classroom.
This slide just captures the reality of teaching perfectly, doesn't it? Your plan is a guide. It's not a script. The real learning, the deep stuff, happens when you run into unexpected challenges and successes. Being able to adapt and adjust your approach is such a critical skill. Those adjustments aren't failures. They are literally opportunities for growth.
And that's exactly why it is so important to be a researcher in your own classroom. Here's a little trick. Keep a daily voice memo or just a dedicated notebook. Seriously, just take 5 minutes at the end of the day to capture what surprised you. This evidence becomes the solid foundation for your reflection later on.
And remember, you are not doing this alone. Listen really closely to the feedback you get from everyone involved. What are your students saying? What does your cooperating professional see? This feedback is a crucial part of your data collection, so soak it all in.
Okay, so you've navigated the experience, you've put in the work. Now it's time to step back and make sense of it all. This is where you reflect on everything that happened and turn that experience into real professional wisdom.
This right here is the question at the very heart of your reflection. It pushes you to go beyond just saying what happened and to actually critically analyze the outcomes. Did your strategy work? Why or why not? This is how you start connecting your actions to the results they produced.
A simple framework just like this one can really help organize your thoughts. Be totally honest with yourself about what worked and what didn't. But the real power, the game changer, is in that last box, next steps. See, this isn't just about looking back. It's about deciding how this whole experience is going to shape you as a professional moving forward.
So, what's the whole point of this? Your practicum isn't just some isolated event you have to get through. No way. It's a launch pad for your entire career. And the best part is, you have a whole support system to help you take off.
I really want to drive this point home. You are not in this alone. Your cooperating professional, your supervisor, your peers, they are all part of your team. Don't ever be afraid to lean on them for support and guidance. That's what they're there for.
And this whole thing isn't just a one-and-done process. It's actually a powerful cycle that you can use throughout your entire career. Analyze, plan, implement, and reflect. But that final step, reinvesting your learning into the next challenge, that is the engine of continuous professional growth. So here's the bottom line. Don't just go through the motions to get a grade. You are the only person who can make this a truly meaningful and valuable experience. So own it, shape it, and make it serve your own professional goals.
So take this framework and make it your own. See your practicum not as some big scary test,
but as the very first chapter in your professional story. Now go out there and write a great one.